Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
Well, we often talk about how there are no mistakes in this universe, in this big, wild universe. And I think I know we were destined to meet these next guests, these two sisters. We were destined to meet them for a reason. Jodi Mannis is the owner of the Good Vibes Cookie Company. And she randomly saw a reel that we posted on Instagram with Nancy Silverton. And I think you reposted on your Instagram. And so that came on our radar. So we started reaching out to you, and that started a whole conversation. So
yeah, it did. And I want to further draw on the universe bringing us together, because what we didn't realize was that Jodi was standing behind us in the meet and greet with Nancy Silverton.
Yeah.
And she was at the same book signing. And so when she had done the reel, I was like, oh my God, somebody reposted something of ours. And I got so excited. And then I went down the rabbit hole of her profile and I was like, this girl is awesome and our kind of people.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So with that said, we want to welcome Jodi Mannis and Stacey to Hey Sis, Eat This.
Thank you.
Hey,
Welcome,
we're happy to be
sisters.
here. Speak for her.
Yes,
we are very right.
We always speak for each other. So.
We do too.
As you know.
Or finish
Yeah.
each other's sentences.
Well, Jodi, these cookies, let's just start with the cookies because, we're about food on this podcast. And this Good Vibe cookies they're a piece of art. They're really unbelievable. They're unlike anything I've ever seen before. They're gorgeous. Tell us a little bit about this company, Good Vibes Cookies.
Well, thank you for such a beautiful introduction. Also, not only ourselves, but also the cookies. They are a labor of love and just something super magical as they seem in my opinion. So the cookies themselves, I guess that's kind of where we're going. The cookies themselves are a shortbread-based cookie.
Mm-hmm.
They're more cake-like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're sweet with a little tiny salty chaser, kind of like me.
Yes.
And with a thin layer of silky frosting. And atop is the confectionery sugar that's hand-painted and crystal-infused. And Good Vibes Cookie Co. is a brand that celebrates uniqueness. So each and every cookie is unique, just like all the people that we connect in the world with and that have connected me through the cookie journey.
Gosh. And you can we'll get into it more later, but you can do crystal readings with these cookies.
Oh, that's my level up lately since
Okay.
October of last year. It's a whole other dimension of just being in touch with yourself and crystal healing, and it's a really fun, palatable way to lean into the woo.
I'm so woo-woo.
Yeah.
I have so many crystals. I have my lady at the farmer's market, Janine. Shout out to Janine. I go and I get my crystals. I'm like, I'm feeling a little depleted, Janine. I need this. I need that. I have this crazy crystal collection. My husband's like, can you stop buying crystals? I'm like, nope, I can't. I love them so much. And I just took them to be charged at a sound bath the other day.
That's
so
also
I'm into
so
the woo.
fun.
I love it. And I couldn't be more excited to dive into it.
For the spring solstice.
Yes,
That's so beautiful. We're all here, ready
That's
to
right, it
bloom
is.
together.
Stacey, I want to know, what is your favorite cookie that Jodi makes? And is it
Oh, I can tell
Bitch
you.
Don't Kill My Vibe? Because I love the name of that one.
Well, just so you know, sorry to interrupt, of course, right?
Yeah.
All the cookies are named after songs. So
Yes.
if you
Oh.
recognize
Music.
that, it's
Yeah.
all related back to music because we're rock stars. So,
Oh,
I
Me
love
even
that
more.
crystals.
Yeah, So, yeah.
Do you have a Proud Mary cookie?
Oh.
We might need to make one. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I have Faraway Eyes, Rolling Stone. There's Lucky Star, Madonna.
We just went to
We just
Madonna.
saw Madonna.
Okay, what's your favorite?
I will tell you, I love all of them, but I will tell you which cookie I love the most.
Okay.
I'm a purist
Yeah.
when it comes to it. So there's the chocolate chip shortbread, and then there's the shortbread.
Mhm.
I can eat shortbread for
All day long.
morning,
Yeah.
morning, noon, and night. The chocolate chip are excellent too, but I'm personally love the taste. And what Jodi was talking about is like when you bite a cookie, you can literally taste the shortbread. Then you taste the salty part of it. Then you taste the sweetness and then the crunch of the crystal, which is so amazing.
Layered.
You know, and then you think
Exactly.
about it being fully, each one is individual, hand painted. So it's really special, you know?
Yeah.
But
My
shortbread
hype
is
girl.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Shortbread's my favorite, but like anything, honestly, all the names, Jodi like is so creative from everything from the box to the presentation of handing it to someone. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Details are a
So-
thing in our
family.
Yeah.
So,
down
like-
to every part of our
birthday
life.
parties, like for the kids, she'll plan a whole birthday party when they were little and
When
allowed
they're-
us to.
Yeah,
And then she would
Things
have the
change.
theme,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I would be the set. Like
Yeah.
I would
Set
bring it
designer.
all together.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're a
Amazing.
good team,
So,
and that's kind of how
I
we
create.
do it.
I'm all hands on doing the things. She like you said, for the business, she's just an advisor. She's like a sounding board
Yeah.
because I'm a solopreneur.
A sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yes.
a sister in all avenues. I'm a solopreneur. I'm
Yeah.
doing this all alone.
Right.
The design, the concepts, the design, literally the package
The
design, the marketing, the website. We
Social.
talked over social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
So
Like,
she doesn't
Kinda
sleep.
like us.
and
Yeah,
raises
you know?
two kids.
We're- I mean, we have each
exactly.
other, but it's like you. I mean, we're kind of like a one-stop shop over here.
Exactly. So most of the time, I'm throwing things against the wall, literally in my own mind.
Yeah.
And then when I hit a hard stop,
Yeah.
my
She calls
advisor.
me. I'm her advisor.
I love
So,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
how
awesome.
far
We're
apart are
very
the two of
lucky
you?
though, like you guys are,
Yeah.
because
It's
not
unusual.
a lot of people can say that sisters are close.
Yeah.
I heard you say in one of your previous podcasts that, when you were younger, same when we were younger,
Yeah.
I would take her clothes and I would hide them and then lock them in the bathroom that we shared from the outside, that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
But as adults, like you realize that most families aren't as fortunate as we are and have the relationships. Like the only person you can count on at the end of the day, like, is your family.
Truly.
We have beautiful friends too, and I know I can count on them, but there's something about your sister knowing you from the
Nothing
time
like
you
it.
were born, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well,
Well, like when I kicked your teeth out in second grade.
Oh God. Wait, who's older? Who's younger? You're old. How
I'm
far
older.
apart are you?
We're 3 years.
Okay.
Okay.
That's So
Yeah.
we're 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
And-
didn't necessarily have the
Yeah.
drag outs because we were just too
You were
far
two
apart
different
in
stages.
age.
That's like my
Yeah.
mom and her brothers.
So
Yeah.
were you close growing up, or did it evolve more when you were older?
I think we were always
it
close.
was,
It- ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Like we grew up in a family where we were together always.
Mhm.
Like we went to the supermarket
We
together
on
every
Sundays
Sunday.
we rode our bikes
With the
outside.
dad, with your dad
yeah.
too.
Yeah, with our
Oh,
dad
he's-
too.
He
And
picked
our-
out my wedding dress.
Oh my
like,
God.
He
he
was
was
with us.
all in.
My
Yeah.
our cousins who live across the street, their dad was always working, and my
Mhm.
aunt was home, and the four of
Ah.
us, my parents. It's kind of like we were raised, all of us together, because we were the kids that were on the street. Now we sound old.
Yes.
It's like a comedy.
But
we
we
were.
were,
What a
we were the
great way
kids
to
riding our
grow
bikes
up.
and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And my parents enjoyed doing their gardening outside, and we
'Cause-
just were always together.
Because they worked really hard. They owned a small business. Growing
Right.
up, we were all a
They
part
worked
of it.
together.
They worked together.
We were
They
the kids who
built it.
went to private school because we needed to be on the playground till 6:00. Like,
Mm.
they needed the after back then.
we needed
right.
our hair. You
Different,
know?
yeah.
We had
you
working
know.
parents when moms weren't
Mhm.
working, and
Right.
our mom was always working.
Oh,
but
yeah.
my,
But we
our
always
gra-
ate dinner together
we always
as a
ate-
family.
Oh, we're gonna.
So
Can't
yeah.
wait to
But
talk about that.
that was the time they made the our time to be together was the weekends. So
Yeah,
it was a
right.
point. We made it a point.
Yeah.
That's
and we still
really
are that way.
nice.
Yeah, we
You
do
know?
everything
And they're
together.
close by now.
I basically live in between
the
everyone.
two of us.
Parents live north. She lives south within like 15, 20 minutes each way. I'm the center. I'm
Right.
the North Star.
We're here to celebrate y'all's mother, Momma Adrienne, and I can't wait to hear all and everything about her. But let's start with one word to describe her, Jodi.
One word to describe our mom, I'd say supportive.
Okay.
Supportive.
That's wonderful.
I would also say eccentric and a little crazy in the best, most delicious
Yeah.
way too. I got to throw those in there.
That sounds
Yeah.
like our mom a little bit.
Yeah. Our whole family.
Yeah.
Like it's always crazy in the house.
Controlled chaos. I love
Yeah,
it.
controlled
Oh,
chaos.
I love
yes.
it.
Do you think that word is reflective? Do you have anything to add to that, Stacey?
I think it's 100% reflective with both of our parents. We're very, very lucky, supportive, and they'll just do anything for us. My mom will do anything
Giving.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just the best.
Both of our parents, but
But like our mom our mom's the type of person, like if she met the two of you,
Mhm.
she would be asking and making sure that you guys are fine and how
Aw.
your kids are. She's
She's everybody's
she's
mom.
everybody's
She's
mom.
everybody's
Nurture.
mom.
Yeah, a huge nurturer.
And she
Yeah.
if you were sick,
She'd
she'd
send
send
you
you
her-
matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
Oh, I
She
love
has
it.
them in the freezer
I
waiting
feel
for
a
everyone.
little cough.
Yeah, I got you.
Me
Yes.
too. Something in my chest.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always in the freezer.
It's
Oh.
always
She
in the
batches
freezer.
it in the freezer, and so that way, like my best friend that she'll call me and she doesn't live far from me. And she's like, is there any soup and mom soup in the freezer?
Sweet.
So-and-so is not feeling good. So-and-so. And it's the best.
And she's also known for
Her
baking
cake.
everyone's cake.
Yeah.
Birthday cakes.
Oh, no.
Oh, just
Just like a coffee cake.
Just a cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Well, not just a coffee
It's
cake.
a special coffee
Yeah.
cake.
But
that
those
has
are
been
also
with our
Okay, we're gonna
family
have to add it
forever.
to the list because there have been a few other people.
Yeah.
One other woman on this podcast who also has this like magical coffee
Well,
case.
we're not allowed to give the magical.
Either is
That's
she.
okay.
Yeah,
She
it's
won't
a
give it.
thing.
And now she actually sells it on her website
Oh,
with crystals
wow.
on top.
crystallized. So I
Oh.
take
So
it
it
and
takes
make it
it
my
to another
own.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, my
it's
God.
kind of amazing.
I remember I heard when I was listening to the podcast, I heard you guys talking about Nancy's.
Yes.
Yes.
So I said to Stacey, I'm like, I'm making that cake this week. I'm pulling out the book we
Yeah.
both have.
Yes.
You know, and I
Yes.
was like, I'm
It's
pulling
really
that out and I
good.
want to do a head to head.
It's
You
really
should.
good. We
Yeah.
actually were joking. We were like, we need to have a coffee cake off.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do my friend Lindsay's.
Yes.
And
Are you gonna invite
your
us?
mama's. And
What
then
time should
I'm
we be
sure
there?
Nancy will come and make hers.
Yes.
I love it.
Be really
I love
good.
it.
We love a
Yes.
good coffee cake.
That's awesome.
Is your mom a native SoCal gal like y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Born and
our-
raised?
Our both of our parents were raised over here, like in the West Hollywood. Actually,
wow.
Yeah. Our grandparents owned a pharmacy on 3rd and Orlando.
Yeah.
So my mom grew up. It's interesting because our parents worked together when we were growing up,
Mhm.
and my mom the same thing for her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so she lived in that neighborhood right over there.
Mhm.
My
Wow.
dad also, he went to Hamilton and
Ah.
area.
the Palms area.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. And they actually, they met. Can we say it?
Tell us. We want to
Yeah.
know.
Now you have to.
Okay,
Yeah.
they met smoking cigarettes at Temple on the High Holidays.
Okay.
It wasn't
Friendly.
marijuana.
No,
So,
but
you know,
Oh, God,
on
no
Young
way.
People smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's their,
you-
that's their
they
cue
probably
meet.
just went
You
inside
know.
and atoned, and
I
it
was
was all
about to
good.
say they
So,
atoned.
yeah.
It's fine.
So it's funny that's how they met. Where my mom swears she's never smoked before. She
Oh,
didn't
right.
inhale.
Yeah.
She probably
But-
just wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
and they've
funny.
been married for 55 years now.
Wow.
February
That's
And our grandparents were
beautiful.
64 when our papa passed away.
Oh,
But
gosh.
it's really cool being from LA. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of the places we eat still to this day, Tito's Tacos,
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
where my dad
was where they
Yeah.
grew up. Like, you know,
Papa
Yes.
was.
where
Sure.
they've eaten and now where I take my kids
Yeah.
and, you know,
I love
it's
that.
really cool.
Nostalgic,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to hear about this family business that your parents had. What was the business that they had?
Court reporting. My dad was
Really?
a court reporter and
Interesting.
he started his own business and my mom ran it. So he did, you know, the actual court reporting.
So he'd go in with the typewriter and like write all
Yes.
the wow.
And that was actually made for some of the best stories at dinner.
Yes.
Because, like
I
we
can
said-
imagine.
Yeah, he always loved to come home and tell us about his day. And
Yeah.
sometimes he was driving to San Diego in the morning, doing a deposition in San
Uh-huh.
Diego. Then he'd go to
Orange
Orange County
County.
midday to take a doctor's depo,
Oh.
and then come
come
back to
the
LA,
office.
do one
Yeah.
more, and then we'd all eat at like 6:30.
yeah.
And he would tell us stories about
He took Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
yeah.
God. You
Yes.
know that I do a mean, or I did when I was 9 years old, a mean Joan Rivers
Oh.
impression. Well, Jodi, you know, you mentioned that your mom has this incredible coffee cake. So did you develop your love of baking from her?
No. No, you know.
Jodi's actually the best cook and the best baker. Don't tell our parents.
Okay.
In the family, like she literally can make anything, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. Like
Wow.
I cook and I
except
bake.
when she was making a brisket for Hanukkah and it was a corned beef because
Yeah.
she was so overtired she didn't
Oh.
realize she bought a corned beef.
I just it was
Look, it
delicious.
is a brisket.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
did
it
it
is a
work?
brisket.
I mean,
No,
no.
it was a
it
corned
tastes
beef.
like
Yeah.
a corned beef.
It was
Yeah,
it was
okay.
delicious, but it was corned beef.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
It just wasn't
So
St.
fun.
Patrick's Day.
my
It was
son
not
was happy.
Yeah.
You know, no, you know, my mom didn't. We ate dinner out a lot.
A lot
Uh-huh.
because we were leaving where our school was. It was in the middle of the valley, and we lived in the very north end of the valley.
Mhm.
And so it was like, and our dad's a type 1 diabetic, so he needed to eat, you know,
Right.
at a certain time before his blood sugar started dropping. So we ate a lot at the Airtel Hotel, which I don't know if it
Oh, how
exists
funny.
anymore.
A random hotel.
You know
in
where?
Van Nuys.
Yes, in
Yeah.
Van Nuys, it's
Oh.
where
Did
the
they know you
airport
there?
is.
Like,
oh,
you
yeah,
go-
yeah,
all
yeah.
the places.
And
like,
they knew our orders. Like we'd sit down, they knew what was going. Like
it's
and
not a fancy hotel
No,
or anything.
but-
It's just like,
But now it's an international.
Is it?
Airport?
Oh,
now
yeah.
it is.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know if the
'Cause it's-
hotel's
'cause
still
the
there.
airport's there. But like we would eat at the same place and they would know us and like
Yeah.
it was
like coffee shops, nothing fancy,
Yeah.
but we all have a love of food.
Sure.
It's a thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there
Felipe's.
it's always a thing, and it trickles down to my kids. But my mom, she did take.
Yeah, what
she
was her
loved to
cooking
cook.
style?
Yeah, she did
She-
love to cook, and she loved to entertain.
Yes,
Mhm.
and she
So-
took cooking classes.
Yeah.
After, you
That
know,
Caesar salad she made.
Oh, yeah,
that
she
was
does have a few
delicious.
things.
She has a really good Caesar
Yeah.
salad. She took
She's-
some cooking.
She's
after-
a lot about presentation too, though.
Yes,
like
she
I think that was
loves
her
to decorate.
her strength more than
Yeah.
necessarily the taste.
But
Yeah.
did she have the Jewish recipes dialed in, like the brisket? You said
Yes,
the matzo ball
she
soup.
did back in the day, but it's evolved through the years. And
Well,
It's-
Dad kind of took over the brisket.
yeah, and he likes
The-
to do a
Zhuzh.
little.
He thinks he's Emerald. Bam, bam, bam.
Yes.
but yes,
His growing up, the brisket was amazing. It was.
I never ate meat when I was
I
young.
loved it.
Now I do, but. The matzo ball soup, yes. Still to this
Still to
day,
this day.
I'll make the same exact recipe.
Mhm.
My kids will say this isn't Nini's.
Mm.
Like they can
That's
tell
what
the
they
difference.
call her,
Yeah,
Nini.
Nini.
Wow.
They can tell the difference how each one of our soups taste. And I got to be honest, it's true. Even I make the cake, she makes the cake, Mom makes the cake.
And we have a
We've had cake-offs between the three of us amongst
that's
the family
great.
members.
Yeah.
I
And
wonder
she
what
always
the
wins.
secret is. I mean, I think
It's
I
love.
know the love,
Yeah.
the love with the matzo balls. Yeah.
Can we have the
But
matzo ball
the matzo
soup
ball
recipe?
soup is
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's
Oh,
like
I
that
really want that
came
one.
It's
from
easy. You just throw it like.
well,
Grandma
the matzo
made
ball
it.
soup is all different. She doesn't use there's no celery in hers.
Yes,
like it's
there is.
There's lots of different
No.
versions.
there's no
When I made it, it had celery.
so that's why yours tastes different.
Mm.
Yeah, there's lots of difference, and it was my grandmother's.
Yeah.
so
Yes.
it came from Poland. We never
Very-
had sweets in the house.
Right.
I never had sugar
We would
cereal
go
until I
across
went to
street.
college.
Yeah, we
Right.
would go across
You
the
know?
street to steal Auntie
Yeah,
Laurie's.
we went to our fake cousin's house who were
Maybe
across
that's
street
why
to-
you're a baker. You were deprived of the sugar, and
Oh,
now
totally.
you
Like our lunches had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
Yeah.
and carrots.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the carrots were cut. Mom was very,
Yeah.
details. She had this crinkle cutter so they look
Yeah.
like French fries.
Oh.
It's like that.
tricky.
Try to
Yeah.
be tricky. And then I trade them for a cookie.
Yeah.
Whitney's school lunch was French fries and a baked potato.
Oh,
Yeah.
You sound
High
like my
school.
daughter. She would live for that.
That is
Lux.
And a Snickers.
Oh, there you go.
And that's
Favorite.
us.
Oh, to be in high school again.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that's funny.
Exactly.
You mentioned that y'all would have dinner either at a restaurant, but you also mentioned the table was a special place. So, Stacey, tell us a little bit about that dinner table.
So our dinner table is chaotic.
We're lively.
Just-
Okay.
We're very lively, our family, between the dogs and us
Mhm.
and
Your
just
parents.
chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Um,
just.
I'm not as
Jodi-
I'm the observer.
No, she's not. She's an observer, but she likes the chaos. We are, yes.
Okay.
But
Cool.
we're just, there is a lot going on. But
Okay.
it was important that we always sat down for dinner together. That was like something, like we didn't grow up with a lot of rules in the sense of I don't remember having curfews because they taught us respect and we
Mhm.
respected them back. So
Self-respect.
like part of it
Mhm.
was we knew we always sat down for dinner together. Like it wasn't a choice that,
It was special. It wasn't, I don't think we took it for granted that it was just something we wanted to do. It wasn't
Mhm.
something that we
Right.
had to do.
right, we would argue what we're eating for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
You know, still
do.
to this
We
day.
all do.
And then my mom would tell you that she had to cook 3 different meals for all of
And
us.
that's me, by the way,
right?
still.
So,
at this-
but dinner
with my own children.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, but even though everybody was eating 3 different meals, my mom made it if we were home, and we sat down together. And for myself, like to this day, like it's so I think it's important to sit down together. It's
It
like a
is.
time of just being together and just catching up and keeping that closeness. You know,
Yeah.
they made it look easy. My mom and dad
Right.
made it look easy.
Mhm.
They worked full time.
Yeah.
They made sure that we were taken care of. You know, we're sneaky. I'm sorry, I'm going off the topic,
No,
but
it's
like
great.
shopping.
Yeah.
My mom like made sure that we dressed like nobody's business, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so like I remember going to this spree store, the 3 of us would go. My mom would tell us, don't tell dad what you got. She would, and she thought she was smarter than him. Meanwhile, their money was the same. She would
Right.
charge, pay check, and pay cash for
Oh,
part
so
of it.
sneaky.
But he never said anything.
But he never said anything.
He knew. He
knew.
just didn't.
But we
yeah.
had socks that matched every outfit. Like,
oh yeah.
You remember Esprit.
Did
Oh,
she?
yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
the Esprit store in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
And the
too.
shirt over the shirt,
Oh my
over
God.
the jacket, over the
I have
jacket.
this-
They got us.
I have this distinct memory of this like yellow T-shirt with a purple like smock over it that had like planets all over it.
We
and
have-
oh, I
stars.
totally
Do you
remember that one.
that?
Yes.
We
and
have
and
the
I was
picture of it.
way too old to be. I was probably in like 5th or 6th grade wearing that. I mean, it with like little socks and the whole
But
deal.
like my parents, when they first got married, they had no money. You know, they were my mom was very lucky, grew up in a middle class family. But when they got married, they were two young people. My dad worked 2 jobs to buy my mom her engagement ring, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so my mom says, like, she was into fashion, but when she had us, she didn't buy her for herself anymore. She would buy only for us.
Mhm.
And I think that's part of also like my mom is selfless.
She's
you know,
giving.
she's just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
giving. Like, and we are too. Like, if somebody's like, "Oh, I love that," I'd be like, "Oh, here."
Yeah, you give
Take
them
it.
the shirt off your back.
Yeah, very, very fortunate.
That's so nice.
You mentioned that they like to entertain. Did she entertain at home a lot?
Always. They have a great home for entertaining, and they always like
Everything was over the top.
everything.
Yeah.
Just like dinner parties or holidays or all of it?
It was like
And-
it was
no, it wouldn't be dinner parties. It was celebrations.
Like, but we
birth-
celebrated everything, like birthdays.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I remember my my college graduation, we
graduation.
had
A fiesta.
We had a fiesta.
It was another one
And-
of the LA landmarks.
and there was we had
Food-wise.
so many people, and we
Yeah.
had music and
margaritas.
And my mom had a few too many margaritas.
Okay.
Our
Wait, this
mom-
was your college or high school?
This
Sorry.
was college.
Okay.
Okay.
And our mom
But
doesn't
our
drink.
Okay.
Again, because my
parents don't
dad
drink.
doesn't drink
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of being diabetic
Sure.
with the blood sugars and everything. And my
Right.
mom's not a drinker, so like a
Except
sip.
when you
Right.
graduate from college.
Right. And
That's
you
a big
have
deal.
a sip.
You know, our
like,
parents didn't go to college. So yeah.
we always had great parties.
big parties like
Everybody
my dad,
took his 55th
yeah,
birthday.
his birthday.
We had the In-N-Out truck.
which was before there was trucks. You know,
Right.
'cause
Food
trucks
trucks,
are
yeah.
everywhere. It was the semi.
we had like
rolled
200
up a
Oh,
semi
yes,
with like
yes.
200 people.
200 people.
Yes.
And then there was a Krispy Kreme truck there.
Oh
we
my
had like
Coffee bean truck.
coffee bean truck, a henna person.
Yeah.
This is all
It was
like,
crazy. It was like
you know, because he's in his 70s now. This is dating
he was
back.
55.
Yeah.
Oh
which
my
is
God,
so
it's
fun.
what did
20
your
years
bat
ago.
mitzvahs look like?
We
If
didn't
you-
have
one.
bat
Ah, darn.
She had a sweet 16 that was like a bat mitzvah.
Yes.
I didn't want
Okay,
one,
so
but
yeah.
They gave us, so we weren't into going to Hebrew school.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
We went-
wanted to dance. That's what I was
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
We played sports, things like that.
And
So
I
they
did
never
art,
forced
yeah.
it on us.
Sure.
So, but I did have they had a huge
huge
sweet
sweet
16 that
16.
might have been a bat
Like,
mitzvah
yeah.
with the
All the
whole
details.
ceiling
Oh,
covered
sure.
in
Balloons
and
with
all the
silver
things.
string
Was it at the
coming
house?
down. No, that was
at a country club.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it all trickles down because that's how we throw parties
Yeah.
too now.
Mhm.
Oh, we
Baby
love it.
showers, birthday parties.
We
Like
love doing the flowers ourselves.
Yes.
Like
we'll
go
go down
buy
to the
the
mart
flowers.
and
it's
it
like
looks-
us.
Yeah.
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 Lots of house parties at y'all's house.
Yes.
So, did you throw any of your own there?
Ragers.
Without your mama there?
High school, maybe?
So we got in trouble.
I think I was in high school.
You were in high school. I
college.
was away. So it was really technically Jodi's party.
Uh-oh.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So go ahead.
Oh,
Take it.
Well, it was like a little gathering, just some friends, and they live in a gated community, but also a lot of like people watching,
Nosy people.
nosy
Oh, sure.
people,
Nosy neighbors.
Nosy neighbors.
nosy
Yes.
neighbors. And Stacey was of age, weren't you?
I was.
I think.
I don't remember what year it was, but
Well,
maybe
close
I
enough.
maybe I did buy that.
or at least her ID said she was
Yeah,
of age. I don't
exactly.
know. And so we decided to have a house party, and my friends, everyone was safe. All the keys were taken. No one was driving.
Yeah.
And one of my friends decided to pee on the front lawn, someone else's front lawn, not ours. It
Oh,
was
of
very
course.
respectful
Right,
not
yeah.
to do it on ours. So we were,
and we cleaned up.
yeah,
Nobody knew
no
we had a party
issues.
except that we got in trouble by the HOA because they told on
Someone
that
saw him
kid
peeing.
who
Oh,
peed on
yeah.
the lawn, and B, we forgot to take the vodka out of the freezer.
out of the first.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Did you get in
telltale.
trouble?
Well, in trouble in like
I don't know.
Adrienne world is like, oh my God.
No, it's oh shit.
Oh, shit.
That's we had to cut her from that was her like keyword. And then
Oh.
once my son was born, I was like, you can't keep saying that in front of him.
Yeah.
Because that will be his new word.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
But
So-
our neighbor right next door told my mom to calm down about the HOA thing, that there was no problem with them having a rager.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the rapid fire portion of the show. You've shared a lot about your beautiful, crazy family. So we want to know a couple more things. What's Momma Adrienne's favorite cuss word, Stacey?
Shit.
Yeah, I think you did
I
cover
thought
that.
so.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. The O. The O.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's one of my
She never
favorites
cussed
too.
otherwise.
No.
No F-bombs.
But it's
Really?
just, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Not Mama Ashley.
Yeah, she'll say, well, I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
love the accent.
Oh, yeah. Jodi, what is one thing that Momma Adrienne cannot stand?
Oh God.
She's really easy.
Yeah, nothing phases her.
Okay.
Dad. Oh, she
Dad.
No, she would tell,
She
she would
can't
tell
stand-
Dad. The one thing that phases her is when Dad has the TV on too loud.
Oh, that's a new thing. That's an
Oh.
older thing. Like, is he deaf? Is he deaf? You know, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing.
I can't
Those
talk
hearing
on the
aids
phone in the
kind of
kitchen
thing.
with
Yeah.
him watching television.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens at our mom's house, too,
Yeah.
with our stepdad.
I think that's just an age thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Stacey, what's one thing you think that Momma Adrienne is most proud of about you?
About me,
Mhm.
my perseverance. I think so.
100%. We all are.
Jodi?
Thank
We
you.
all are. Same. We
Perseverance.
both have been dealt a little hard cards lately, you know,
Mhm.
and we just pick ourselves up and we
Keep
wipe ourselves
going.
and
That's
keep
right.
going, and we get better.
And yeah, we get better. And we've also been blessed with very healthy minds. You know, when I think
Mindsets. Yeah.
mindsets. And
Not to give up.
unfortunately, this world, a lot of people aren't, and it's really
Yeah.
sad. And I always say I might have not been blessed with a healthy body, but my mind was always strong. So
Yeah.
I always knew I would.
We have
Mm.
idealistic
Okay.
hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I love that. Jodi, what do you hope that Momma Adrienne will take away from this conversation that y'all have had with us today?
Gosh, just how much she's loved.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
We were really excited to do this because, you know, like being a mom, it's a thankless job. And
Yeah,
sometimes
a labor of love.
especially when you have little kids, you know, my kids aren't so little, but you know, I'm in the dredges of
Right.
teenage years and I'm like, God,
They don't have the perspective
like,
yet
no, and
that we have as
Yeah.
grown-ups to look back at the
Yeah.
mom and
Yeah.
say,
And what
wow.
they
and say,
did.
wow, especially like
Yeah.
I'm in a sandwich generation now and knowing, you know, what my parents dealt with also
Yeah.
when, you know, we were young, we didn't understand. And now I'm in it and I'm feeling it and it's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard.
it's really
and
hard.
it's just the human aspect of knowing that we're not always going to be here forever. And it's just
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
Holy shit.
a lot
Yeah.
of that mortality
Yeah.
stuff has
Yeah.
been coming
Oh,
up
it's-
for me
yeah.
too.
yeah, yeah.
It's the age.
Yeah. And
It's
there's
the
so much
age.
gratitude and then also fear and
Yeah,
so much
all of
stuff. Yeah.
All of it.
You feel it all within like
Feel it all.
20 seconds. Like
Yeah.
you can feel it all. Yeah. But we're lucky.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, well,
Very
we hope she
lucky.
feels all the love that
Yeah, she
you
sounds-
two.
She's going to be so
Oh,
excited.
yeah,
This
this
is
is gonna make her like. She's gonna tell everyone.
Yeah.
First
Oh,
of all,
good.
I will
Please.
tell
everybody.
I'd like to invite her over for a margarita.
Oh,
And if she brings me
She'll
some
bring you some-
matzo ball soup.
There
And,
you go.
and coffee cake. She'll bring it
Totally.
all.
She'll
I'm
bring
here
it all.
till Friday.
And
just
some
saying.
mini mar-
Till
and
Friday.
everyone gets orchids. Everyone gets party favors too.
Yes,
We're all about
yes.
party
She's
favors.
all about it.
Well,
She's all-
see,
you can never
yeah.
leave her house, no
Without-
matter who you
yeah.
are, without like a bag
doggy
of
bag.
stuff.
That's so sweet.
Whether it's succulents, whether
Yeah.
it's food, whether it's all of it, like, come on over.
That's
Or just after she hears
That's
this,
really
I'm sure she's going to
kind.
want to have it
And-
delivered to have us bring it to you.
And the apple doesn't fall far
Right.
from the tree because obviously brought some party favors for you guys.
Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh my gosh. Please tell me it's
I
these
was-
beautiful cookies.
I wasn't sure if anyone's gluten-free or vegan because I do have options.
Oh, okay, great.
I eat it all.
I eat it. We eat it all. I mean, I try, to be more gluten-free some days, but you know what? I'm ready to just
Whatever
try
the
it
most
all.
delicious
Okay, do we have time?
version.
Can you do a little crystal reading?
Coffee?
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well, these
Oh my
are
God.
chakra boxes. We
Oh,
have those.
I need to
And then
align my chakra.
I thought
This.
you said shocker.
No,
well,
chakra.
chakra. They're as amazing
Oh
as they
my
are in
gosh.
pictures,
Look,
right?
Look, I've got my.
I was just
sorry.
trying to get you back.
I've got
in.
my eye.
Oh,
yes.
I have mine right here.
Oh,
I got my evil eye right
these
there.
are so beautiful.
I mean, I can't believe this is a cookie.
I can't either.
Did you turn them over?
Oh,
my gosh.
Isn't that's the most
Wow.
fun is seeing people's reaction when they turn them over, because I do pop-up shops, I do events, I do all the things, and they're like, oh, another crystal, you know,
Jodi,
because
these are just
and then they're like, holy moly.
I mean, it's just
So what's really
incredible.
special about those boxes that I want, you know, we're all aligned, meaning the four of us today. And that's a super special box because it's all the chakras from head to toe. And all the boxes for Good Vibes Cookie Co. have the meaning of the crystal. So not only are you getting a delicious, beautiful piece of edible art, you're also, it's like a full package, just like us, right? So on the bottom of the boxes, you'll get the meaning of the crystals also.
Underneath
it. Sorry, you pick up.
okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you get
Oh, wow.
3 chocolate chip, 3
Oh,
shortbread.
wow. So citrine, happiness, and abundance.
Oh, wait, are we doing crystal readings?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Okay, so
I'm
you
like,
tell us. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So I've been doing crystal readings for, gosh,
a while now.
a good year and a half now. And what a crystal reading is, it's actually an energy reading.
Yes.
So unlike tarot reading, you predict the future or the past, you talk about the present. And crystal readings are an energy reading. So this is all about you and what's going on in your life and how you're feeling, the vibration, what's going on in your life. Frequency at this moment in time. So it can definitely change, give or take what circumstances are. So what's really cool about crystal readings, it's like a check-in on the here and the now.
Okay.
To see how you're feeling, to check in with you, because we're all so busy women doing all these amazing things.
Yeah.
Do we ever stop and check in with ourselves and like, you know,
Well, I do because I meditate a lot.
Oh,
but that's just
but
me.
that's so important.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
You meditate every day.
Every day.
Good for you.
It
I
makes
love
a
it.
huge difference.
Huge difference.
Huge.
Just start your day off right,
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh.
So I believe that we are all intuitive. I believe that we all know what we need. It's whether or not we lean into what we need and hear ourselves, because we're so busy having the world tell us what to do and where to go. You got to check in with yourself. So this is an energy read. So I would love to give you a crystal reading. And you just take a few deep breaths. And you see which crystal calls to you. Crystals, you do not choose the crystal chooses you.
Okay, I know this is going to sound really, really weird, but when I looked down and I took a breath, I thought this one lit up.
Yeah.
I literally thought it had a light in it.
that.
So I don't know.
That's awesome.
It
I mean,
makes
that's
so much
crazy
sense.
because I'm like, there's not a battery in there. I don't know. It just, so should I?
Which, by the way, you said, this is really weird. Hello, I make cookies that are crystals.
Okay.
That are cookies. So, you're speaking my love language.
That is so strange, but that's so cool. I
love that you chose citrine, because citrine is actually where the light comes in. It's your solar plexus, which is your gut instinct. It's where your abundance comes from. It's your happiness. It's the yellow one. It's where your creativity shines brightest, and it's where you manifest from. It's like knowing gut feelings, like where to lean into it and how to turn your light on.
Gosh,
so
I work so hard at that every day. I try,
so it makes so much sense. Again,
it's very meaningful what you just said.
I love that.
Amazing.
Can I try it?
Please. Hello.
That's beautiful.
I'd be offended if you did it.
Yes.
So there's 3 shortbread and 3 chocolate chip shortbread in that particular package.
Okay. Or maybe I'll wait for you to do yours. And then, okay.
The yellow is really glowing, but this blue is just
The blue.
Calling you.
Amazing.
It calls me.
I love that, because that is lapis lazuli, and lapis lazuli is for like clarity and compassion towards yourself. It's also a throat chakra, so you could speak your speak your truth and lean into what you need and what you want. Yes, I want this. No, I don't want this. And what's really cool about lapis lazuli, I always love when women choose it, because lapis lazuli was actually the crystal that Cleopatra used to break down and paint her makeup on. So crystals go to so many different sections, throughout the world, throughout history. Crystal healing has always been a part of it. So it's like the woman's, war paint of like seductive, like you're going to listen to my voice and you're going to do what I say.
That's awesome.
Well, I love that you said it's like,
chakra.
what did you say? It was like self-healing or self-care. I thought you said there was
For compassion.
Okay,
Yeah,
compassion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're showing yourself compassion because you recently stopped smoking. And I feel
Oh,
like
good for
you.
And it's the brow chakra, and I just
It's
got
your
my
third
brows
eye.
done.
I thought you were going to say I just
Excuse
got
me.
Botox above my brow.
No.
Well, a lot of the crystals you can use for different things. It is I'm like a little nervous still. It is the brow chakra. It's your third eye. It's opening yourself up to. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
She's never had a
seen her
crystal
do the
reading.
reading.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was
Yeah.
incredible.
I've never
Should've been
seen
that.
it before.
At
so.
the end. Okay.
I see video of
This
it. But
looks
never.
incredible. I'm
Is
so
that the
excited.
chocolate chip or the?
No, that's her personal
That's
favorite.
my
That's a
personal
plain
favorite.
shortbread.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a certain way I just
Top
Just-
to the bottom. Those are
a
fresh.
little ASMR in here?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh my
God,
gosh,
they
so
smell
good.
delicious.
I love shortbread too.
I love shortbread.
It's so good, Jodi.
amazing.
Oh, and you do taste the frosting.
And the salt.
Okay, so
I just got the salt.
Oh,
and you have blue
But
teeth
that-
now.
and you look, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna be so sweet, but it's really
It's
not.
not.
It's perfect balance.
that's what I love. I love seeing people's reactions like that because people, am I going to break my tooth? Is it going to be so super sweet because you just expect
Do I have to
it?
take the crystals off
Do
because
I
they're
have,
real?
Yeah. Can I eat the whole thing?
I love the crystals. I love that.
So
love
good.
the crystals.
I love the crunch.
That's so cool.
It's something you never thought you
It's
needed
so
in your
unique.
life.
Yeah.
And now you're going to end up eating the whole box.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
so
God.
unique. I've never had anything like that.
It's delicious. Thank you so much
So much. This
Both
is so
of
much
you.
fun.
Awesome.
for being here today.
Yeah.
Sharing your
was
stories.
really nice.
You have such great energy. It's really fun to meet you both, and I wish you the
guys
best success with your company.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely promote it on Hey Sis.
Amazing.
And tell our listeners where we can find you.
I am on Instagram at Good Vibes Cookie Co. And you could buy directly from my website, www.goodvibescookieco.com. And there's so much more to come. So please keep an eye out.
Yeah, you've really built
yeah.
a cool community too. I think that I do believe in vibrational frequencies. And I think these are so beautiful and so meaningful that it's really nothing, it's going to radiate out there bigger every
appreciate
day and
that.
every
That's- I
year.
just got the
And
chills.
yeah,
Thank
it's going to
you.
be, it'll really, this is
Thank you.
important. And I'm excited for you.
I appreciate you both.
Thank
and
you.
thanks to my sister who
Yes.
did this. She was a little reluctant, but
Thank you,
we
Stacey.
leaned in.
So
This
fun.
is fun. It's
No, it
nice.
was really
nice
fun,
to talk
actually.
about life rather
Good.
than work all the
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
this is really fun.
Yeah.
So
Great.
thank you.
Well, thank you. And we'll,
you.
Yeah, let's end it like we always do. I love you. I love your show.
I love you, Wit. I love your show.